It's got to feel good to be able to come back against a pitcher like Chris Archer, down 4-2, rally in the sixth, turn it around.
Yeah, a little bit of similarity to yesterday, and that we got behind by a couple and into the middle innings and found a way to come back. Archer was Archer. He was tough. He was throwing hard. His slider was tough for us to handle. But we had some really good at-bats starting, I think, with Forsythe's first RBI single when he battled after falling behind and poked one into right. And also got a big hit up the middle to play a couple later on. Bobby Wilson had a couple hits. One legit, maybe one not so legit, but I'm sure he'll take them. Jose had one of those days. It's just been one of those things right now where I think he's getting a little off track, maybe mechanically a little bit, and losing a lot of pitches to the arm side, whether it's the slider or the fastball. And he's trying to fight through it the best we can, but, Polanco kind of broke through there with that 2-out, 2-strike knock, and we went ahead and turned over. But, our bullpen from the first guy to the last guy, they all did a nice job to give us a chance to win.
With Jose, is it easier to diagnose when you know it's something mechanically? Because you could see today he just didn't have the out pitch.
Well, we'll do a little, due diligence on making sure, that we all know how hard he works and how he, crushes it in between starts. And we'll see if there's any connection to, being later in the year and maybe trying to find a way to balance his workload, some of those other things. But it could be just a matter of, something he's not feeling quite right about, not physically, but, whether he's landing or his arm's trailing or whatever it is, some of those mechanical things that sometimes can get out of whack over the course of a season.
What has impressed you about Logan Forsythe since he's come here?
I don't know if he's taken many bad at-bats. Obviously, you're not going to get a hit every time, but I think he's got a plan. You can tell he sees the ball a long time because the way he lets that fastball get deep. He gets beat on it sometimes, but it gives him a good chance to stay on the off-speed pitches. And I think he just has a calmness about situational hitting. I think he knows how to execute. He knows how to put the ball in play to give himself a chance to, get guys in from third or, hits the ball up the middle really well. And he's played good defense. I think the plays that he's made, especially the double plays, they've been big and he's been clean.
Life without Fernando Rodney, are you happy with the way the back end of the bullpen's performing for you?
Yeah, it's going pretty well. I mean, we're still trying to figure it out day to day. He'll get an opportunity here, and matches have been good. In the first outing, he gave up a couple of runs, but he bounced back and got it done. And the last two, getting those double play balls last night and today to get off the field and win the game, he's got to be feeling good about that.
You're surprised that Jose had so much trouble in the fourth after getting that battle with Cervelli to get out of the third inning there?
I don't know. I mean, he threw a lot of pitches the first three innings, and he went back out there and had a chance to minimize there, even coming off the field 2-2, and some of the damage is done with 2 strikes, not being able to finish some guys off. I think it was Dickerson that had the long at bat, was at the start of the fourth, and they just kept grinding. He had trouble putting guys away, and eventually they got the big hit.